the grind. You know who it is, LostVayne Scabs on the mic.
Yes, sir. It looks like we got Tenga versus LostVayne. It's kind of fun to see some Sephiroths here in the region.
It is. This character is like starting to pick up a little bit of steam as of late. A leader developing sortie, perhaps.
And of course, Tenga, always the tried and true MDVA Ryu. At the same time, this is my first time back since the latest patch, so Ryu's, I believe, got a little bit in terms of buffage, so I want to see it with action.
I think a lot of it are, we're going to see a lot more of these like full hop and short hop, like true input side Bs, as well as true input neutral Bs, because it's more damage and it's a lot safer on shield, to the point where like he can just use it as an advancing tool. I think the shield break stop's a little bit overrated, but we're already seeing right now that Tenga using it to aplomb to pressure LostVayne in corner. Good focus out of that, trying to go ahead and get back center stage. That projectile getting swatted away by Sephiroth's sword. Probably going to be a common occurrence here.
Definitely, for sure. But at the same time, that focus attack...
Killed?
Hey, remember when I said Ryu got buffed? And Sephiroth's dummy light, and they decided to keep him dummy light?
True.
Oh, speaking of
doesn't really matter if he could do that. Doesn't really matter if he could do that.
Sweet spot F smash, yeah. Sephiroth, what he lacks in weight, he adds up for in the weight he puts in your mind, because that insane kill power absolutely will pack a punch. You'll just like die right there at the ledge after this saw.
He's definitely one of those characters where you have to be super careful about how you recover, and 9 times out of 10, even if you are super careful, you're still dead.
Yeah, you can still definitely win out. And I know a very common occurrence versus the Shoto characters, Ken and Ryu, is that they'll get stuck by Scintilla, by that counter. So I want to see if LostVayne does pull that out.
That counter is probably one of the most DLC moves in the game. Like, it's just stupid how low it hits and how active it is. It is like baby's first edge trap.
And I think it's the highest damage multiplier of the natural reflectors in the game. I could be wrong, but something like that. But, I mean, it's hard to use it if you can't even get Tenga off in the first place, because he's bopping you, he is converting into those stocks, as we're seeing right here, and even using the focus attack to dance around. Sephiroth lacks those multi-hits, and that's why it's going to be so hard for LostVayne to really kind of cancel him out, because you don't really got nothing to really do anything about it except run away. I'm
surprised that LostVayne basically just has not been able to get Tenga off him. It feels like Tenga gets in, gets one hit, and then Vayne never is able to establish any kind of distance. We're seeing that, like, that Hadouken being used to great effect. Like, LostVayne's spacing has just been eaten alive by it. He's never able to get these like perfectly positioned back airs off because the projectile is just in his way, traveling ever so slowly.
And with being the slowest out of shield options available in the game, Sephiroth is kind of lacking behind for sure. Oh, yeah, counter definitely hurts. He's in the advantage state, but again, what can you do about that?
He's got to make his money right here. No counter, goes for this flashy spike instead. And yeah, I think that's something that we see a lot of like mid-level Sephiroths do. They want to go for the spike. They want to get you killed. They don't want to just go for the rinse and repeat easiness of the counter. But sometimes you got to take what they give to you. What a no way you meant to do that. That was too sick. That was like
that was so good.
That is 5-brain play right there. That man is seeing the future. It's like you're going to up B randomly in the wrong direction, far away from me. Let me cover it with the back air, please.
Secretly Shulk the whole time with the way the visions came through. Absolutely immaculate, but I think you're going to need a little bit more than that to be able to come out on top here, because right now you are on death's door versus Tenga.
Though he does have the one wing, so got a little bit of the comeback factor there. Yeah, and using those triple jumps perfectly. Swatting away that projectile, but good focus right there. Tenga not willing to put out a hitbox. Can't get the jab block, though.
That was a very risky up smash. The end lag on Sephiroth is insane. That almost killed, but not quite, of course.
No double jump here, I think, so...
Ooh, that's orbs. Shadow Flare is...
Why would you...
That's so risky.
No. I think he either mistimed the orbs, or he just like saw blood in the water. He's like, I need to kill him now. Me hit button. But obviously not the right option right there. I'm going to give LostVayne the benefit of the doubt. He was playing very well, and that say that up B might have been a misinput. Didn't even charge it right there, trying to count out the timing of those orbs.
He up B directly right, so maybe he was trying to go for Shadow Flare, but the gray stick could have been somewhere else. On that, and trying to go for Blade Dash instead, unfortunately. But at the same time, he kept it competitive.
True.
Kept it very close, did get some good stuff going for him. Those orbs into that corner pressure was very good. That's very scary.
If he had charged that up B, like half charge up B into orb pressure, might have broken shield.
If you waited 1 second more and did down smash, he could have broken shield, he could have covered options with orbs detonating if he tried to roll or spot dodge. He could have gotten a lot of good stuff going for him. So the options were there on the table, but it just comes down to what you choose in the heat of battle. Tenga is the one reigning supreme in that regard.
Surprised that we're going back to small battlefield. I had to figure like the big stages might have been banned, but like I'm surprised we don't see Vayne getting anything really out of it. Like there's too many broad stages in here, like Final D perhaps.
Maybe Final D, maybe Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion or Town and City. Like my thoughts are Bastion and Town will be the ones that you ban. You'd get Final out of this.
I don't think this is necessarily a bad stage. I mean, most sorties love platforms. And I don't think this is too bad of an issue, but again, you do want a little bit of space, because Tenga is a master of cornering you, as we're seeing here. And LostVayne needs to kind of keep him off if he has any hope of getting these stocks.
Yeah, these Russians are just, it's a little bit ill-advised because like Ryu is a character that his biggest weakness is his stubby hitboxes. You're just like, I'm going to run in there. It's like, Ryu wants you to do that.
Exactly.
Do not allow this man to hit these buttons.
Yeah,
Regrab is completely unpunishable against Sephiroth.
Do not even attempt it, my friend, because that ain't going to work on this man.
Yeah, if you don't have like a long-range hitbox that can actually hit corner, then just let him have it. Let him have his fun over there.
Yeah, just, okay, let him press buttons. Here, and he paid money for this. He's going to press his buttons if he wants to. There is the Octa / scoops, and that's probably what he was looking for in another life.
I'm kind of mad that one worked. He was half stage. He's just like, okay, Ryu side B, instant death. Half stage punish. Insane.
It has so good coverage due to it being such a large hitbox. What a fun little fireball collision there in the middle of the screen. But at the same time, the end lag on Octa / is so immense that the Tenga could do his taxes and still have time to, punish him with a focus attack.
True.
Sure you. So, the trade.
Great down tilt, but good reset with the focus. Just basically proving himself again to be immune to this platform pressure. Double Hadouken, just catching LostVayne, not hitting any buttons, not prepping that air dodge to get away and respect that projectile. So the extra buff on the side B going to go ahead and force Tenga to edge, but how can, LostVayne to edge, but how can Tenga actually claim this stock? This has been the problem. It's like when Sephiroth is just like playing at edge, Tenga hasn't really had the answer to get these kills.
Yeah, you don't get to have fun. Ooh, that's actually big. No
you
way!
died to that? No. That's a sin. No way.
Hey, he paid $5.99 for that character. Hey, so let's go Sephiroth.
Sakurai ain't giving that away for free.
Hey, yeah, no, and hey, he already did all the patches, so that's sticking.
Oh my God, no.
I love Sephiroth so much. I love him so much. Hey, eat 30%,
As I said, that counter is definitely one of the most DLC things that Sephiroth has, and still not going to save you from the back air, though. Tenga claimed the stock 65%. I feel like that was a big momentum break for LostVayne that's allowed him to get up a big head of steam, forcing Tenga in a corner. But the problem is that we've seen Tenga win neutral a lot, which you wouldn't expect in this matchup.
Yeah, you need Sephiroth. Characters like Sephiroth need to win neutral because they only have so many buttons. He has an insane punish game.
He was a little bit too slow, but yeah, he's dipping down low.
100%
exactly.
That Octa / will kill when it's faced towards that blast zone. Absolutely. Ooh, hello. Hey, we're both going on this fun little ride together, and you're getting a ride to hell, courtesy of up smash.
Yeah, one of those where it's like the most unfortunate hitbox. It dragged them both together, and then you had Sephiroth beneath platform, and Ryu's in there like, what do I do? How do I get down against this oppression? This man swinging the entire golf club at me. Oh. All right, so getting into Game 3 here as LostVayne did a very good job. It felt like that burst kill option out of that counter on the left side of the stage was just the turning point that match. He felt like he just caught fire right there, and Tenga was a little bit frazzled and unable to get back into a position where he could just chip away at LostVayne's lead. What stages are we looking at here? Perhaps something smaller. I could definitely see a town and city. Or we could just go back to small battlefield. It definitely didn't feel like the stage had too much of a impact on either of those matches.
Let's see. So where did we go for the stage, Scabs?
I missed it.
Hey, I think we're still stuck in that old Smash era where it's like, it's characters and stages. But hey,
so
Smashville.
Yeah, Smashville. Yeah, I called a smaller stage. I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised that that LostVayne let this one through though, because that platform can be a bit of a boon for Sephiroth, because yeah, he can sit on it and just like dare you to jump in on him, especially when he gets that triple jump, and he's got a ton of great platform drop options.
The devil. The nice number. Oh.
It just feels like Ryu just can't side B. And he absolutely needs that to recover. That is miserable.
In the right place at the right time, that is the counterplay. I mean, that's the same thing for a lot of other counter characters.
Counterplay, you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know how I do it, and you know how LostVayne is doing it with that. Because again, Scintilla very strong. If you have any other counter, it'd be the same counterplay.
True, just drop down and punish him for hitting buttons. It just Scintilla has that lower margin for error being so active. And the fact that just like it fires off even if you don't hit it. But look at this. What a lead. Just about nothing was LostVayne able to build up. Tenga punishing that with aplomb.
Tenga is a very emotionally driven player, so if I'm him and I die to like 70% of that, I'm like, that's it, I can't have this. I need to up my game real quick and then put him on notice.
Let's see how you play an honest game.
Ooh, a little bit of blade dash fainting into Tenga, but you're getting crumpled to that.
From this. No, he just went from the safe punish. I respect it. I don't respect him missing that balloon, though.
Again, just Scintilla. It's punishing Tenga's tendency to press buttons, and it's a good call-out because, again, Scintilla still activates if it doesn't hit anything. Yeah, good luck.
He's
Ooh,
trying his best to deal with this ledge pressure. He finally gets through with that lingering aerial, jumping over Sephiroth's pressure, but it's like even a broken clock is right twice a day. Why would you down tilt there? You have all the time in the world to get that punish.
Sephiroth still has that slow startup, so I feel like at best he can maybe get an F tilt. I wonder why. I mean, maybe he can catch him in the air slipping, but again, the focus attack is going to get Tenga down. Another case scenario where it's not the optimal choice, but
look at the damage too. Like it was just 3 or 4 projectile. Oh no, you don't have a jump, do you? Jump back from edge.
Yes, sir, and you're dead. So this is very close. After LostVayne got a very early stock on Tenga, Tenga managed to even back and has the lead at the moment, but Sephiroth can and will kill you very early, as we saw in that first stock.
That focus was brilliant.
Very smart, because it was one orb.
Neutral air, but can't get the double dip.
Oh, that is a risky game here, sir. Yeah,
One wing is active, though, so if there's ever time for comeback, it is right here.
One wing, one way to kill, and that's going to be a quick conversion of Tenga to take it over to LostVayne.
One wing, one unsafe option, which Tenga punishes appropriately with that up B. You have to be careful how you pressure any Shoto shield in this game.
100%, and that's LostVayne to take it back to the bank, and I got to take it back to setup 6, because it's time for me to play in bracket.
Probably the same here, actually. We will be back later on, though, y'all.